am live. I am live on both. I'm live on TikTok and I am live down here. I'm wearing the color of mourning. Okay. I am mourning the old me that was before Sloan Bella racially abused me. She's literally the first person in this part of the world the first person in North America to publicly racially abuse me. I mean, that's hard. So I'm not doing too good, but I remembered grandma yesterday. She told me the show must go on, put on your wig. So without even realizing it, I picked the afro because it doesn't look so good on film. I figured it would look good in real life. And Angela Davis was about the afro. Hey TikTok, welcome to my reading of Angela Davis. Hey YouTube, white person. Okay, welcome to my reading. A lot of people, a lot of people, a lot of South Africans are really angry with Nelson Mandela. They hate him. A lot of Black South Africans hate him. They see him as a traitor. They see him as someone who sold out to the white man. And they don't see any benefits at all in his concessions for the new South Africa. They don't feel the rainbow nation because they can't touch it. They can't breathe it. Okay. To them, it was too idealistic. Robert Mugabe said Mandela was a little bit too kind and too understanding to white people. He shouldn't have been. He should have been tougher. He should have been harder. Okay, and this was coming from a president I absolutely adore till the end of time. Robert Mugabe gave me my freedom as a little Black girl. I would not be sitting here if him and thousands of others, including the current president of Zimbabwe, had not sacrificed their lives. I revere my leaders. I revere Zimbabwean leaders. I revere South African leaders because they went through it. For me to sit here and scream, Sloan Bella is a racist, and for me to stand my ground, they suffered. They bled. They were imprisoned for years. They were emasculated and even forcibly sterilized. They were brutalized by the white men. For me, it's deeper than that. It goes right at the beginning of my bloodline. I am the descendant of the great King Makanda. He put up such a fight against Christianity because he used to be a Christian. When the missionaries came, he went into it. Because you know what? He was like me, a Sangoma, and he was the king. So you know how we are. He researched the metaphysicality and the spirituality of Christianity. He dived into it the way I did, and he came out of it and he said to the Xhosa of the Jola, hey, that's an evil religion. Okay, let's not abandon our ancestors, otherwise we will be in the dark. We will die if we abandon our ancestors. This religion is full of darkness. It is 100% dark. And that's why its children, the white men, are vicious and cruel and soulless. Okay. He was also a military general. So he was the highest Sangoma. He was the military general and he was the king. And he is mine, King Makanda of the Jola, of the Kwe, the oldest Black people in Africa. He was mine. Okay. And he fought Christianity and white supremacy and white enslavement and white colonization of our people. And he lost. He lost so badly. But they couldn't contain him. They had to build a whole prison. They built a whole prison, Robben Island, just for him and his guards. Okay. And the irony of it all, the white man never stops or ceases to amaze me. He took Robben Island only to imprison their king and to run to the mainland. He removed every single citizen of Robben Island and made them homeless. They became scattered and became known as the hunters and the gatherers, which is not true. Okay. He built a prison and he put my direct ancestor, King Makanda, in it. And King Makanda and his wife chose to join him in that prison. Thank goodness, otherwise I wouldn't be alive. Thank goodness, otherwise I would not be alive. She joined him in that prison. They had children. Then he planned his escape and he drowned escaping. Okay. Right after that, Robben Island became the prison of his direct bloodline, Nelson Mandela. The irony of it all, when I was touring Robben Island and my ancestors were crying and they were saying, "This is your home. This is your home right here. This is where you come from." I'm telling you now, guys. I'm telling you now. It was too much. It was too emotional. So Nelson Mandela was taken to Robben Island where he was tortured, emasculated, completely destroyed. And when he came out of prison, the Black South Africans were waiting for him to say the call. They were waiting for him to say, "Revenge time." Instead, he preached truth and reconciliation, and they will never forgive him for doing it. They will never. Even I felt some type of way. I felt some type of way. I felt the white man had bought him out. I was contemptuous. So I'm talking about something that I felt. I said, why couldn't he be like Zimbabwe's leaders who stood their ground and they got their revenge and we were happy? Why couldn't he be like that? But then I looked at the results of the Republic of Zimbabwe, what it became after we got our revenge. Okay. Then I looked at South Africa and I compared the two decisions and the two choices. The one who forgave did his people the greatest favor ever. South Africans are flourishing. The ones who revenged went through a period of hard struggle and pain. I even lost a lot of money in that Zimbabwe. I suffered, but not as much because I was born privileged, right? However, they are now just emerging from the darkness of hate and revenge. Just now, they are now making progress. They are now back again to donating food to their neighbors. It took 30 years to dig themselves out of that hate, that anger, and to concentrate on rebuilding. It took them that long. So now I'm saying we should have just forgiven them white Zimbabweans. Yeah, we should have. We should have. The point is, in my bloodline, since the beginning of my bloodline, we have been tortured by white people. Okay? We have. It's in my DNA. Okay. We have been reviled, insulted, racist like attacked, and threatened racialistically since the beginning of time. You are your bloodline. You are your ancestors. Okay? They are you, you are them. Chances of you going through the same experiences are 99.99%. Okay? 99.99%. So I had a choice. I could keep on raging about the evil Sloan Bella who lives to the north, or I could be kind to myself and to those that I lead and forgive her so that I can have a better tomorrow. It's not about you, Sloan Bella. You are a racist. Racists practice the purest hate that has no rhyme or reason. It makes you evil. And I'm wearing white today for you. I am spiritually and metaphysically bearing your ass. You are dead to me. You and your evil and your hate for Black women that has no rhyme or reason except that you are jealous. Okay? I'm bearing it. And today I'm wearing white for you because it's a funeral. Your funeral. I'm burying you, Sloan Bella, so that I can stand on top of your grave and laugh. Okay. I want to laugh at you. Okay. I am burying you today. Today is your funeral. I will never talk about you ever again because you do not talk about the dead. And you always forgive the dead. You have to forgive them because they didn't learn. God put you on this earth, Sloan Bella, to learn, to do better than your past life, to do better. What did you do? You took his gift of giving you temporary fake fame in the spiritual when he knew you are not gifted, and you laughed in his face. You spat in God's face, and you degraded Black women. Because once upon a time, you were a real slave master. Once upon a time, you held a whip to the back of a Black man and to the back of a Black woman. God said, I'm going to send you back so that you can do better. The same thing. I'm not going to be like you, Hope. I refuse to hate. I refuse to hate a whole people. I refuse. I forgive you because you are dead. You are dead. I bury you today. That's why I'm wearing white. You are buried. You are dead. I have young ladies to lead, all races, Hispanic, Black, and white, and I love them to death and back. Okay. If I continue to show hate towards you, they will hate you. And that's not what I want. Hate is a heavy thing to carry. It is a heavy, heavy emotion to carry, and it kills the hater. It's killing you right now. That's why you are sick. Okay. That's why you are ill. When I did your reading, all I saw was bad health. It's killing you right now. I have bad health, sister. I have no intentions of adding the energy of hate to my bad health. Or hell to the motherfucking no. So today is your funeral. Rest in peace. Racist. Having said that, We can now do Angela Davis because we are celebrating African American women. Everything I know, I learned from African American women. As a little girl, I came to the United States not knowing I was Black, which is really weird because guess what? Thank you, Bobby. Which is really weird because guess what? I grew up around whiteness. I should have known that I was Black. Okay? I should have known that. I should have known it. But when you are Black, going to a school where you are the minority, but when you walk out that door, and everywhere you go after school, you see your own skin color, you see your people, you see yourself on television, you see yourself in the news, you see yourself. You don't know that you are Black. But when you go to Southern New Hampshire University in the state of New Hampshire to do your degree in English, it was English. Yeah, you're gonna know because you're going to walk into that supermarket, they're going to treat you some type of way. You're going to walk into McDonald's and they're going to take 3 steps back just because you're Black. They are afraid you have a gun. They are afraid you are a scammer. They are afraid you are a thief. So they automatically take 3 steps back and they shrink. Okay? You go to the garage to ask for directions. Okay, because you're lost. Okay, you've never driven yourself before. You drove yourself to North New Hampshire, the home of the Republicans and the home of the racists. So you drive yourself there, you're lost, and you get to a gas station and you say, let me go and ask, for directions in the gas station. You walk in and a white man pulls out a rifle and aims it at your face before you even speak. But see, you're so naive. Okay, you will just keep. You say, sir, I'm so sorry, but I'm lost because in your life it's been a long time since a rifle has been pointed at you. The last time the rifle was pointed at you was when you were 7 years old and you were in a civil war in Rhodesia. You forgot because hey, now you're a big girl, right, sir? I need blah, blah, blah. And he's pointing. And then when he hears your accent and he realizes that you are not African American because your accent is so strong, then he puts his rifle down. And then he gives you directions, not directions to get to your college in Manchester. Just directions out of this town to an even worse town. So you drive to that worst town, you are really confused. Now you park your car because you're out of options. You are so very lost. And a white woman runs across the road and she knocks on your window and you open the window of your brand new car and you say yes and she says, are you lost, dear? And you say yes and she says yes, but you can't stay in this town. You can't be in this town, baby girl. You have to leave. You have to leave right now. So let me tell you how to get out of town. Then when you hit the highway, stay on the highway. You can't be here, okay? You can't be here. Run, baby girl, run. So she gives me directions to get to the highway. I get to the highway. Now, now I'm still dumb. I'm still in my head. I'm still in Zimbabwe where things like this don't happen. I get to the highway and I just drive like she told me to. And eventually I see Manchester, 50 miles. And I'm so damn happy. I get to my dorm. I call my brother-in-law because he was my bestie. And he said, "Where were you? I was worried about you." And I said, he was African American. My sister married two African American men. Okay. So he said, "Where were you? I was worried about you." And then I said, "Oh my God, I was somewhere in the north." Then I was telling him my story and he was dead quiet. Then he said, "Mommy, you should have gone to the police." And even then, the best they might have done was to escort you out. Because where you were, Black people don't go there and live to tell the story. I am so surprised. You are here and you are telling the story. So when an African American tells me you don't understand because you are an African, you don't understand what we go through, you denigrate my learning curve. I call it my learning curve, okay? You laugh at my learning curve. I didn't know there were such things as sundowns and that Black people were still being killed in the year 2000 in New Hampshire, in the good state of New Hampshire. When I gave birth to my son, whose father is African American, the state of New Hampshire, the governor sent me a letter. She said, "Congratulations. Your son is the 67th African American born in the state of New Hampshire." Okay. Now, had my parents known what the state of New Hampshire was like, they might have chosen Texas to send me to college. But they were following their other daughter and her husband, who was a New Hampshire resident. Okay. I've had my own experiences with America's racism and with Canada's racism. I'm not even going to tell you about Canada's racism. I've had my experiences. And when you tell me you don't know what we Black Americans go through, you are spitting on my Miaga little experiences. I understand my experiences can never match yours. Okay? And I honor and respect that. But you know what? The first time I looked at myself in the mirror was after the sundown town. I stood in the mirror. It wasn't enough. And ask any Southern African, ask a South African, a Zimbabwean, a Botswana. I'm not talking about West Africans. Ask any Southern African if they've done the hand test. They will tell you that they did it. I did the hand test. You know what the hand test is? It is when you do this. You look at your hand because the mirror is not enough. You look at your hand and you say, "I'm Black." That's when it hits you for the first time. That's when it hits you for the first time that you are Black. And you look at your hand and you touch it. We call it the hand test. We Southern Africans, we ask each other all the time, "Have you done the hand test yet?" Then you realize you're being treated as less than. You're being treated as an animal. You're being treated as animals are better than humans, so fuck that. You're being treated as way less than because of the color of your skin. You know what your first question is as a Southern African? You sit down and you say, "How did they survive this?" Meaning African Americans. How did they survive this? And then, if you're Southern African, which is always the case, you then turn to the African Americans to learn how to survive it. And African American women have always been there for me. From California, I've lived in so many states. Missouri, okay, Minnesota, the worst ever. I don't even want to visit Minnesota. Minnesota, California, New Hampshire, Massachusetts. Always, the African American woman has been there for me. She has always been there for me. Always teaching me and redirecting me and slapping me stupid and saying, go. Welcome to your reality. This is your reality, okay? Southern Africa is way behind your ass, okay? This is it. They will first see the color of your skin before they see anything else. You will be a criminal to those who feel like that before you become anything else. I don't want to become anything else to the dead. The dead have been buried today. I don't want, she can keep her racist opinions. The dead are being buried today. So please, I may not have gone through what you went through from birth and what is in your DNA. Okay, it's in your DNA, just as Robin Island, the prison, is in my DNA. Okay, I may not have gone through that, but trust and believe me, I do understand. And because I understand, I am bearing Sloan Bella today. She's so racist, she doesn't even see how racist she is. Because she is the system, she is the majority. And as a warning to you young ones, don't be idolizing white women who are around my age. I am 55, okay? Don't idolize white women who are around my age. They are 100% racist. Please idolize the younger generation. In the younger generation, there is there is hope. Okay? That's my advice. I've taken so much time. I've only got 30 minutes to do the reading of Angela Davis. Oh, seriously, I do date white boys. Yes, I do. They are funny as hell. Okay. I do date white boys. But to hold my peace, I don't have friends anyway, period. But I do date white boys are fun. Come on now, guys. They're fun as hell. They're so cute. Okay. Alrighty. So now, oh, they are fun. Okay. I gotta say it again. They are fun. Them white boys are so much fun. I remember wanting to go dumpster diving with one of them. I was so excited that he spent his time dumpster diving. And then guess what? After we were all in this amazing experience, I discovered he's a billionaire. And everybody was like, how did you become his friend? And I'm like, I wanted to go dumpster diving. He told me about the excitement of dumpster diving, and I said, I want to come. It was all very exciting. So I looked at them white girls and said, you stupid white bitches, you couldn't tell me that I'd hit the jackpot before I let him go. I would have broken my heels chasing him. Come back. I'm not done with dumpster diving. Yes, a billionaire. Dumpster. They are very eccentric. I love white boys. They are so eccentric. It's so cute. I hated them white girls for not telling me. I said, you didn't tell me. And then they said, well, we thought you knew. Only because I got asked by the reception at a very exclusive hotel where he was. So I said, how would I know where he is? So then they all looked at me. I said, we only went dumpster diving. How would I? And they said, although this shit he is literally a son of the people who built the Canadian railways. Okay? He's that rich. Okay? And they told me about him, okay, and they said, you didn't know? He's the guy with the most. What did, and they were all looking at me like I was foolish, and I was thinking, even with these heels, if he was here right now, I'd be there. How dare you tell me that? I thought he was just a bum. I thought he was a hobo, but I liked the hobo. I liked the bum. And then turns out he left the hotel in protest because I told him that I got my stay for free at the hotel, at the exclusive hotel. I didn't get it for free. I did. I said I was on welfare at the time. So I wrote to them and I said, I'm on welfare, but I really want to come because it had to do with spirituality and stuff, right? So when we were dumpster diving in Vancouver, he said to me, so how much did you pay to stay there? So I said, nothing. Then he said, nothing. I said, nothing. I didn't pay anything at all. And he said, how did you do that? Tell me how you did it. So I said, well, I'm poor. I'm very poor. And he said, you're a liar. You found a way of getting it for free. I said, no, I'm genuinely poor. I applied for staying scholarship. I'm poor. I'm on welfare. He said, you're a liar. So he went to the desk the next day and he said, I'm checking out. I asked for a free stay and you refused. Then I found out that you gave it to someone else. You gave it. Then they told him she's on welfare. Then he said, you're liars. You are liars. She forged that. Listen to that. She forged the welfare paperwork. And the forgery was so good. You people bought it. But you can't even give me a free stay. So he checked out. I love the white boys. I love white boys. They make me so happy. They're so cute. They're so eccentric. They're so eccentric. They're so eccentric. They're my type. For real. For real. I mean, you own the goddamn world. You're a freaking billionaire. And you think I lied my way into getting a free stay. He asked me how I did it because he wanted to know. He said, teach me. So he was offended that I could not teach him my scam. He was offended. And so he cut off communications with me. I said, you should have told me. I would have said, white boy, let me teach you how to cheat the system. Come and sit closer to mama. You know, come sit close to mama. Come and sit close to mama. Anyway, Angela Davis so made me miss my wig. I don't usually wear it because I'm so sorry, TikTok. TikTok is gonna shut down in less than 20 minutes. When it does, you have to come to my YouTube channel because I'm not seeing you people giving me money anyway. You people are very stingy, but I'm treating you like I show speed stage. You get one person, then they add on. Anyway, so Angela Davis. Okay. Angela Davis. This is us researching why African American women's energies are the most stolen. We're not researching Black women. This has nothing to do with African women because nobody wants to steal our energies. It has everything to do with African American women. When you look at the survival stats of African American women, they die young. Okay, they die young no matter what the world says. And usually that shows a collective harvesting of energies. Everything starts in the energy before it comes to the ground. Okay, everything starts. Even the theft of my suitcases by some white person started in the energy before it became fact. Okay, so we're gonna ask Angela Davis. I chose her because she was requested, because I don't know much. But then once I saw her name, I said she is perfect for this because we will meet a non-male centered female. She's a lesbian, right? Non-male centered female who may be able to give us another perspective on the African American. I'm just gonna call it Black female energy, on the Black female energy, but understand that I'm just talking about African American women. We're celebrating your resilience, your beauty, your strength, your that light that was that that pizzazz, the pizzazz, that thing that you have that none of us other women in the world have. Okay, we are celebrating you. It's about you, my loves. It's about you. Okay, so we're gonna see if she can give us a non-male centered perspective on this energy of African American women that is constantly being stolen by other people. Okay. As always, I'm teaching you. Watch the shelf. Angela, Angela, Angela. We call her again when she is very old. Angela Davis is very old and very tired. The grand old lady just like shuffled into the plate. I don't think she's gonna be with us for very, 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 very long, right? But she shuffled into the plate and she just said, "Took you long enough. Sorry, ma'am." She has a sense of humor, and you can see it in her eyes. Her eyes have a twinkle. I love that. I love the twinkle. Her eyes have a twinkle. She's very, very intelligent. This is an extremely intelligent bitch. She's a juggernaut when it comes to brain power. She says she's glad she's flirting with me. She's glad I like it. I do. I'm a sapiosexual. She is an embracer, somebody very different from Felicia, whom we read yesterday. She is a group hug. You know what I'm saying? Group hug. That's Angela Davis. Very classy. She usually the people who pop, right? Like Angela Davis, they come from wealth, and we must just accept that, right? We accept it. Okay. So she is like that. She is very contained. She says she's very satisfied. Thank you, ma'am. She says she's very satisfied with her life and the experiences she's been given. She wishes she had had children. Someone please tell me if she claims any children out in public, because she says she wishes she had had children. She misses it a little bit. She says in old age it becomes kind of necessary, but not quite. She says, they can be just as much trouble as babies as adults. So she's very satisfied with the choices that she made in life and very satisfied with the way her life unraveled. She says it may look smooth on the outside for those watching, but it was really very hard. I've had some really hard times where I thought I could not survive, times when I thought, yeah, she's had it hard. She has had it hard. But she says, still, I'm satisfied. It was and is an interesting, active life story. It has given me more than I expected when I was a dizzy head teenager, just trying to find purpose in this world. Okay, so now we're going to check out her life and then we'll go to the questions. Angela, show me your light. Angela, show me your light. I think she has a partner. I'm feeling the energy of her partner. Okay. This fell in the future, so she's going to be suffering some losses. Okay, this fell in the past and it is the shell of a man. So she stopped doing boys quite some time ago. She does have a partner. She really does. Okay, what is this? Money, health. So she's about to lose a huge chunk of money and a huge chunk of her health. So this is Angela, right? And this is her partner. We saw the partner. This is her partner. And like I said, she's coming towards the end of her life, but not quite. In other words, she can still be with us for like 10 years or 15 years. Don't panic. Okay, she can outlive us. Okay. She has slowed down though. Her energy is at rest, like it's retired. Okay. And let me put it this way in English. If your energy is 100%, right? Her energy, her living energy is now at 30%. Okay. The rest is in the past. She's not a very loving person, which is very fascinating. She does group hugs and she's very welcoming, but she keeps that part of herself to herself. Okay, so she doesn't give her heart. She will be kind, she will give you advice, she will nurture you, but she doesn't give back, which is very interesting because her partner is busy loving someone else, a man. So her partner could be a married woman because she has men in her life. Her partner has a man in her life and another man in her life. So her partner has this man and has a son and is still her partner. So her partner is a woman who lives a double life. Okay, so now I'm gonna go straight to Miss Angela and ask her about the black woman magic, the black girl magic. She says, "Oh yes, it exists." Oh, thank you. I knew it. She's very easy to talk to. This is a very easy soul, and I'm really grateful because I'm going through it. I'm really grateful. My ancestors chose a good one. She says, "Oh yes, black girl magic exists." And she goes, Can you describe the energy of African American women? She says there's none other like it. Can you describe the energy of African American women? Can you describe the energy of African American women? Okay. Shells fell off the board, and rightly so, because she has created a great circle. She's, like I said, this is a brain box, okay? This is a brain box. We are talking to a brain box, and the brain box says, okay, let me see if you can see it. Can you see it? You can see it, right? You can see the circle. Perfect. So, this is the African American woman, and this is all the world's energies. And she's standing in the middle of it and being fed by them all. So remember when I said biologically, let's put this into physical words. Remember when I always say you guys are the strongest metaphysical practitioners because biologically and energetically you can open any door? Okay. How many times have I said that to you? I have said you're stronger than me. You're stronger than a hell of a lot of us, because energetically you have all the bloodlines, and you can open any door. You can open any door in the veil. Okay, that's what she's saying. She's saying you're the center of the world because you have all the world's DNAs, and the world revolves around you energetically. So she says, who doesn't want to be in the middle? Everyone wants to be in the middle. So, of course, they have to take out the one who's in the middle so that they can be in the middle. And that's what happens to African American women. They have to be taken out for these others to be in the middle. They have to be. So that's what happens to African American women. That is what you are seeing. You are seeing them being trashed, them being rubbished. Okay. Because they have it all. They have all the energies. So, okay, the future, I like reading this one. I do. Miss Angela, the future of African American women at the time of the Nazis. She says they truly are Nazis, and she laughs. She says she's glad she's leaving because she doesn't think that she would have lived to tell the story. Her anger is very palpable. Okay. The future of African American women. The future of African American women. Future of African American women in the time of the Nazis. Yeah, I knew she wouldn't be so negative. Yesterday we had negative Nancy's. I hate negative Nancy's. I hate them so much. It's not even funny. Okay, so she says the future is good. Yeah, I like this one. Okay. She said again though, she is urging you to harness each other's resources. You know what your ancestors have been saying, stay together, stay together, stay together. Right? That's what she is saying. You are stronger together. Okay. Yeah. You're stronger together. Stay together. Okay. You will succeed. You will get through it and you will succeed very beautifully too. She says, there isn't a cage or a system or a people that can ever hold us down. They can never ever turn back the clock. They can never ever put us in their prisons in mass and make us work for free. She says those times are gone as long as we stand together. I'm not saying it's in the past. They're still doing it. They are still dragging us to their prisons and making us work for free. But I am saying, as a group of Black women, when you are together and you work for a common cause, they can never, ever, ever put you behind bars and enslave you ever again. So her advice is stay together, which is exactly the advice of your ancestors. Your ancestors, they constantly say that. They constantly say, stay together. And they constantly tell you about wildebeest. So say she's tired just as well. She doesn't want to talk anymore. Oh, Lord. How are you doing, TikTok? I'm about to lose you very, very soon. And I'm not seeing gifts being given. Thank you for the 8 cents that you gave me yesterday and the 17 cents that you gave me before. That they're adding up. Before you know it, I will have $1 on TikTok. Okay. Before you know it, I would have earned $1. And you know what? I'm gonna celebrate with $1. I really am, because your hard work is really appreciated by me. Okay. So she says one more question. Okay, one more question. So she says she's already given advice. She's already told you that what they want is impossible. They're not gonna win. She says one more question. I really wanted to do a quick reading on the Iran Iraq war. That so I will continue a little bit more on here. Okay. Just any general advice for African American women? Says you are magic. Don't ever forget that. I never forgot that I was magic, and I used it to my advantage. You need to use your magic to your advantage. You need to rule the world. You need to rule the world. You are the number one black female in the world. You need to make use of it. And this is, she's saying exactly the same thing that was said before by Maxine Waters. You need to do that. You need to do that. But have no fear. They can never enslave you ever again, no matter what they do, no matter the wet dreams they are having. That's what she said. No matter the dreams that they are having, it is never going to happen. Never. See, I like this. I hate negative Nancy's. Okay, guys. Okay. There goes my son, the call. Hold on, guys. Alrighty. So I was just asking her for just one word of advice. See, she doesn't have much. This lady is tired. She must be in a nursing home. I'm just gonna say it. She's tired. She must be in a nursing home. She must be somewhere where she's being taken care of. She's tired. Okay. Just one word, one sentence of advice. Just one. Please. Say, stay beautiful. She says she walked. Oh, thank you. See, I didn't want to ask because someone's sexuality, I try to keep it out of the reading. But she says she walked away from men because they were not serving her. And she went to women because she could be her true self. She could be her true essence. And by standing on her true self, she did more for humanity and more for life. So she says, if there is advice that I can give, my advice would be don't waste time doing or living where you don't want to be or being who you are not. She feels like she wasted her life by even trying to be heterosexual. She feels like, yeah, that's her biggest regret. Her biggest regret was not coming out sooner. So she says, yeah, she really regrets that. She really, really regrets that. She also says she did get pregnant at one point. So while she was married, she did get pregnant. And she has a secret, this woman. She may not, I don't know. This child thing has been, living a truth. It's like, I swear to God, this lady, she I'm just gonna say it, she must have had a baby and gave it away for adoption. Okay, and she is thinking about him because it's a him. He's hidden in her life, and she is thinking about him, and she is hoping and wishing that he had a good life. Okay, on that note, guys, I'm going to do a quick reading on the Iran Iraq war, because I'm getting a lot of DMs from all you girls. You are all so good. I keep telling you, it's not going to happen until we are all old like Angela Davis. But, okay, let me blow. This is like 5 minute reading. I think that's good. This is going to cut off in 5 minutes. TikTok is going to cut off in 5 minutes. But I chose a good one. I needed a good, gentle soul. I just needed that. I needed that. So, okay. I'm just gonna ask the winds. Okay, I'm gonna ask the winds. Show me the Iran America war. Show me a quick look. Give me a quick look at the Iran America war. Iran versus America. Iran versus America. Iran versus America. Let me see what we got. Yikes! Okay. Two falls on the American side. America is to the left, Iran is to the right. And the shells have fallen on America's side, and they fell very recently on America's side. So Iran is going to hit America really hard twice. We may not hear about it, we may not even know about it. Twice, two big, 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 big hits, and then they will retreat. So what is coming now is Iran hitting America. It must be those military targets that Iranians are hitting. They're gonna get two. They're gonna get two ones over there in the Middle East, in Asia. Okay, because the Middle East is Asia. Okay, then when they do that, Iran is gonna retreat very quickly and stand in its corner, and America is going to retreat and very quickly and stand in its corner. America is going to be shocked. Okay. America is going to be shocked. It shall be shocked by the hits, but the hits don't feel like they are going to be in America. They feel like it might be a warship. You know, those the boats, the whatever with the Marines. So if your husband is in the Marines, be prepared. That's Shelly's gone. Shit. It's gone until tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Be prepared. It feels like it's a sea battle out there, the boats, the whatever. They're going to get a big one. Iran is going to get a really big one. USS whatever. Yeah. It's gone. Then this is like a base, but it's a smaller one, but it's very necessary for America. It's a strategic hit. You know, America needs it because America is going to be running back to the drawing boards in a corner. And in fact, guys, I think it's currently happening. I think it's actually happening right now as we speak, because I just realized that I'm not really sitting in the middle. Okay. I'm a little in the past rather than in the, I think it's currently happening. Anyway, America is going to run to retreat, run for the hills, and Iran is going to do the same. Iran has a new leader. Okay. Iran has a new leader. There's a new person on the throne, and that new person on the throne is directing this. When we remove the middle parting, who's going to win this war? We will say it again and again and again. Iran. Iran is going to win this war and change the world order. Now, I'm not really happy about that, because Islam and Middle Easterners, they are the natural enemy of the Bantu, the natural enemy of the Bantu. So don't tell me that I'm biased, because actually I'd rather America wins, right? Because then the Bantu will be free. But we will say it again and again and again and again. Iran is winning this war. And it begins with, I'm still looking for that boat, the USS, whatever. It begins with the destruction of two of America's assets, and they're going to be happening very. So, what is America going to be telling us about the war? What is America going to be telling us about the war? What is America going to be telling us about the war? They're going to continue to tell us that they are winning. Yes! They're going to continue lying to us. They're going to continue lying to us. They're going to continue telling us that they are winning. In fact, they're going to be talking a lot. talking, while they are secretly hiding their loss. Can you see this? This is a secret. Hiding. They are hiding their loss. Okay? You see it? And the shells are wide open to the people talking. Okay, that's what. But they're going to lose this war. Okay. Last question. Because they my live on YouTube is also going to start getting funky. Okay. Last question. Will Iran attack the United States? Yes or no? Will Iran attack the United States? Yes or no? Will Iran attack? No, not right now. This is attacking America is a long-term plan. Me told you. But guys, you are always welcome to run to my little apartment and be refugees. We will deal. We will deal. Okay. Not it's an Iranian long-term plan. Okay. It's not a plan right now that they have on the. They're talking about it though. I'm not gonna lie. They are talking. Okay, again, I'll show you the thingy. See, they are talking about it. They are having meetings about attacking the United States, but they are talking about it like in the future. This is what we will do. In the future, this is what we will do. Right now, they just want to survive this onslaught. Right now, they just want to survive the here and now. They just want to survive. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. Talking to you helps my nervous system. It helps me. It really does. It helps my health. It centers me. Doing these readings, it centers me. I'm not allowed to do client readings when I'm like this. So I've had to postpone those for next week. But then they center me because my ancestors don't care whether they're wrong or right. We don't put as much effort or energy into these. I want to thank you so much for always being there for me. You guys have no idea. You have no idea how much you mean. You are my only connection to humanity. Oh, I'd almost forgotten. Many years ago, I did a trailer with people who watch me. Okay. To show the village. Okay. If you are not opposed to being on YouTube and being on my social media, and if you can send me a picture of yourself at the Isabel Mitten company at gmail.com with a letter that you're giving me permission to use your picture because it's required for all social media. I want to do a thing with you guys to show our village, to put faces to the names. So please, the Isabel Mitten company, please, I'm begging, pretty please. I think I need to do it. I need to reach out and touch. And I hope you're all enjoying a Patreon. It is my only earner. Seriously, I hope you're all enjoying Patreon. And I mailed your shit, okay? I'm getting excited because my ancestors will not work until I mail all the other stuff. I'll finish mailing next week, then we'll get into serendipity and love and sex oil. The sex oil is going to have a little bit of honey in the serendipity. Okay. Okay, okay. So we'll get into that because I'm getting excited about that. I sincerely hope you're all enjoying Patreon. I'm dropping the lesson on why you should not expose yourself too much to social media, and also how you can enhance your dreams as a psychic. It's coming tonight. I will finish the editing today and I will put it up on Patreon. So please go to Patreon. Please support me. It's my only income. Please support me on Patreon. And learn things. Learn things. You are my legacy. You are my legacy. When you go to Southern Africa there and you see other Sangoma and they pull out their shells and they pull out their stuff, you just pull out yours too. Okay, you pull out yours too. And you're like, okay, you good? You good? Because I'm good. And yes, I do have 1,000 subs. Now I don't know what happens when you have 1,000 subs. I'm going to, yeah, because they didn't give me the button to put up money or anything like that. But we will see. We will see. I have 1,000 subs. Thank you so much for supporting me and for loving on me. You can always trust Black women. And to the white girls, I love you just as much. I really, really do. I really, really do. And it is for you that I will not be a racist. I refuse. I am the progeny of Nelson Mandela. I don't know. I mean, I'm not his kid, but I am of that bloodline. And I will not, I absolutely will not go dark. I will not be evil. So I had so much fun. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for the 8 cents from yesterday, TikTok. I will never say no to 8 cents. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all Monday, because I don't do readings Monday. I'll see you all live on Monday, and it'll also be close to the Day of Light. I've got to talk about the Day of Light again before you leave. Day of Light, March 10. It's in 5 days time, guys. March 10. I will be live on both TikTok and YouTube at 3 a.m. March 10. I will be live with you. We will talk to our ancestors together. We will light our candles together. We will invite them into the room of light together. But make sure that you have all your concerns on paper, what you want and need on paper. My first need is that African American women get a good, compassionate president, a good leader, then everything else after that. Then I just want beautiful physical experiences. I really need some beautiful physical experiences, but that's it. But that's it. 5 days to March 10, the day Harriet Tubman transcended. Okay, she is our ancestor, the one who allowed us to do this. So March 10. So get your candles together, get your dinner together, okay? Prepare the menu because I'm gonna want to see the pictures. Okay. Please send me pictures of yourselves. Take the best pictures you got because we be beautiful over here. And please give me permission to use them on social media. I want to do a reel so that we can all see our faces. Bye. I love my wig. I really do. This is like my favorite wig. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that it doesn't film very well. It puts shadows on my face, but I love it. Bye, guys.